people. Hi, my beautiful people. It's Mission Monday. I hope you didn't forget. How are you and how have you been? How was your weekend?
Mission Monday.
Mission Monday.
It's Mission Monday.
Mission Monday.
Mission
Monday.
Welcome to Mission Monday.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Mission Monday. It's been a while that I was meant to do this, but I've been a bit busy, but now I've been able to get around to doing it. I hope you are all well and doing great. So today I'm going to be talking to us about food. I know some of you are probably thinking, why is this girl talking about food? Is she talking about physical food or spiritual food? Well, we will find out as we listen. If we look at the definition of food, so I typed in what is food, and the first thing that came up on Google, it said food is something that provides nutrients, and these nutrients are substances that provide energy for activity. They also help for growth and repair, and also for keeping our immune system healthy. So food has all these benefits, but I want you to remember this definition is actually talking about good food, because we know that there's good food and there's bad food. Good food, I'm talking about vegetables, I'm talking about fruits, I'm talking about whole grain foods. And then bad food, we're talking about McDonald's, takeaway, KFC, all these unhealthy food that we eat, sweets and chocolates. So really, food is really important for our upkeep. We need it to grow. We need food to stay alive. Not just us as human beings, but every living thing requires food. Plants require food, animals require food. But as I said earlier, it's important that we feed ourselves good food, because when we feed ourselves bad food, it tells on us. That's why certain diseases become, or they manifest when we make the wrong choices based on the food that we eat. Now, in spite of saying that, I will say this. I myself had a piece of chocolate yesterday. It did taste good, and I will not lie. I know that it's not necessarily healthy for me, but I did enjoy it. And that is the thing. Sin can be enjoyable, but the side effect is not enjoyable. It is really bad, and sometimes it takes you 5 minutes to commit the sin, but for you to rid yourself of the side effect, it could take a very long time. Now, if we apply this food to our spiritual walk, we know that we are three-part beings. We are made of body, soul and spirit, and we connect to God through our spirit. And in connecting to God through our spirit, we also need to feed our spirit to grow. Right? So we need to read the word of God and just listen to things and watch things that will edify our spirit and cause our spirit to grow, and just be able to hear God more and to be able to connect with God more. And it's really important, the things that we feed our spirit. So the question that I want you to ask yourself is, what are you feeding your spirit? Are you feeding your spirit foods that will benefit it, foods that will cause it to grow? Or are you not feeding your spirit at all? Are you feeding your sinful nature? Are you feeding your flesh? Because when I'm going to use the analogy of, say, twins. When women have twins, sometimes you can have one baby can be bigger than the other. And if we kind of use the analogy to represent our spirit and our flesh, right? If you keep feeding your flesh the things that will cause your flesh to grow, your flesh will keep growing, and your spirit will not grow. Your spirit will become thin, whereas your flesh will become big and fat, and it will keep growing. And your spirit will become so weak that when it's speaking, you can't even hear it. When God is speaking to you, you might not even be able to hear it, because you are not in tune. Your spirit is not in tune with the Spirit of God. And so it's really important to ask ourselves, what am I feeding my spirit? Or am I feeding my flesh all the time? Now, I'm going to focus on two gateways that we use to feed our spirit or our flesh, our eyes and our ears. They're so important for our daily function. I need my eyes. I need my eyes to see, to walk. I know when it's day or night because of my eyes. I need my eyes to tell me, oh, is that a dangerous place to go, or is that a safe place to walk? My ears also tell me, like, I can tell between what sounds I can hear. Like, am I listening to the sounds of birds, or am I listening to the sound of rain, or is that scream from like someone that is, you know, not like, is the scream from someone that is in danger, or like is that just a happy scream? So my ears and my eyes are really important for my daily function, and so they are important as well for your spiritual function, for your spiritual growth. Nowadays it's very hard to find TV shows or movies that don't have any sexual references to them, and it's something that we continue to battle with every day. People are struggling, and you know, Jesus said in Matthew chapter 5 verse 29, he said, if your eyes are what causes you to sin, take them out and throw it away. He didn't mean like literally take out your eyes and throw it away. He meant like whatever it is that you're seeing through your eyes that's causing you to sin, remove it, remove that factor. And I will encourage us today, if it is something that you're watching that is causing you to sin, that is causing your flesh to grow more than your spirit, then I will encourage you to remove it. If it is a certain movie show that you know that this thing is of no good to me, then stop watching it. And this you cannot do by yourself. We need the grace of God to help us, but we need to make a personal choice. You need to make a choice personally and say, God, I really want to change my ways, but I need your help. And God is always there to help us. Like, he never leaves us by ourselves, you know. If you ask for help, he will help you. And so if it's something that you're struggling with, then ask God. But you can also ask the people around you, and keep yourself accountable. That like, oh, you know what, ask me in a week time, or ask me tomorrow if I've watched this show, if I haven't watched that show, or if I've looked at something that I wasn't meant to look at, to just keep me accountable and be honest about it. If you lie, you're not helping anybody. You're not helping yourself either. So be honest and find out the things that you struggle with, especially with your eyes, the things that you know that when you look at this, it feeds your flesh rather than your spirit. Once you can identify them, make yourself accountable and ask for the help of God and the Holy Spirit, and then you can stay away from it. Now, this isn't just for people who are struggling with this. Sometimes we can think that we are strong and they're like, oh, I don't struggle with this. I can watch a movie show, like they can do whatever, it doesn't really affect me. But actually, the more you watch it, the more you become I don't think complacent is the right word to. The more you watch, the more you become desensitized to it. You think that it's normal, and you're feeding your flesh, and then your spirit is not growing. So it's important that we identify what our weakness is. I used to say to myself, I realized, I don't believe in the LGBTQ wave and the extra letters that come into it, because that is not a part of the ways of God. But I've also realized that, you know, a lot of movies, they always have at least one gay character in them. And I'm like, you know, it's cool, you know, I can watch it and whatever. I mean, I don't believe in it, but I can still watch a TV show that has a gay person in it. But then I realized it made me desensitized to it. I started to almost accept it as normal, like it's normal to find a gay person, or it's normal for someone to be gay. And I realized that is not good, because I kept watching movies or shows that had them and they always made them seem like it was normal. I started to accept it now, and I really had to check myself and say, Fola, this is not right. This is not right before God. This is not normal. And so I had to check myself, and I said to myself, if there's a movie show that has anybody or any reference to that, I'm not going to watch it. Like, I will not watch. Once they've talked about it, or like they're mentioning, or I can see it, then I'm not going to watch it. Because really, I mean, it's nice to watch TV shows, but of what benefit are they to me, really? So I can definitely do without them. And then when it comes to what we listen to, are you listening to this? I don't want to divert too much, because there's so many things that we listen to, like music is one of them, or like even people around us as well. But in this aspect, I will kind of focus on the people around us. who are the people that you surround yourself with? Do they speak positive words or do they speak negative words? Or are they people that like to gossip and backbite or lie? Like, who are the people that are around you? It's really important, because the people that we surround ourselves with, they kind of shape us as well. If you surround yourself with people that only speak bad about other people, eventually you start to speak bad about the same people, those people as well. And don't forget, as much as they speak bad about other people, eventually they'll speak bad about you as well. And you know, there's this saying that they say, birds of the same feathers flock together. If all the people around you speak negatively about other people and you hang out with them, people will think the same of you, and eventually you start to act like them. But also the same, you also have to check yourself as well, and myself as well. I have to check myself and ask myself, am I that person then? Am I the person that is speaking the negative words? Am I the person that's backbiting or gossiping about other people? You know? And the thing is, I don't know what it is about like gossip. Like, I don't know why people like to do it, because, or like, I don't even know why we get interested and want to listen to other people's struggles, or like the fact that somebody else has done something bad. I don't know why we like to listen to it. It's not good, but we're like, oh, I want to know. Every time I'm at home and my mom is talking to me about something, there's this thing my brother does. Let's say he's downstairs and then he hears us talking about something, then he quickly runs upstairs and he opens his door and he's like, oh, what are you talking about? And I'm like, why do you need to? You don't need to know. But because he doesn't know, he's so excited, he wants to know. I'm like, I'm not telling you, but he's like, tell me, what happened to this person? And it's like, why are you excited about the fact that maybe something bad has happened to someone else? That is not a good thing. So it's really important that we check ourselves as well. Are you that person? You know, there was this lady when I was in undergrad, and she gave a sermon about, you know, the words that we speak, and she said, she used the mnemonic THINK, and T stands for is it true, H stands for is it helpful, I stands for is it inspiring, N stands for is it necessary, and K stands for is it kind. Are the words that you're speaking, do they have all those things in common? Or are you one of those people that are like, did you hear? Jasmine's pregnant and it's not even her husband. I don't know where she met that man, but you know, she's pregnant and she doesn't want anybody to know. But I mean, I heard it from the kids at kids' church. Don't tell anybody. But I'm just saying, I'm not going to choir practice because I'm not going to be in charge, or I'm not going to be under someone that is sleeping with somebody else. Their husband as well. I can't do that. But don't tell anybody. Okay, don't tell anybody. It's a secret. I mean, are you one of those people that are carrying gossips around and telling other people's stories? Change your ways if you are, because it's not good. To kind of conclude everything is, we should be careful what we feed our spirit and our flesh, because whatever it is, whatever food you choose to feed through your eyes or your ears, they either feed your flesh or your spirit. It's either your flesh grows fat or your spirit grows fat. So let's be careful what we feed ourselves. And it's really, I'm talking about this because this is something that really has to do with me. That's why I picked this. I really had to check myself and say, what am I watching and what am I listening to? Yeah, so I really hope this has been helpful to somebody. And it was great speaking to you all today, and I really hope you had a great time, and I will see you next time. Bye.